welcome to Addiction of a Lifetime. I'm your host, Adriana Kamau, and this episode I'm recapping Death of a Cheerleader, a classic Tori Spelling from the 90s hit. So this is based on a true story. Tori Spelling plays a popular cheerleader in a nice, close-knit, small town full of, church families. And, the priests and the parents and everyone is always like, be the best, be a leader, be in a group, do the right thing, be popular, help others. So this one girl, played by, I don't know her name, she's in every single Lifetime movie, ever. She's also in Malibu's Most Wanted and a bunch of other stuff. She's like one of those IMDb people who see, and everything. Anyhow. So she just is obsessed with Tori Spelling's character, who's the most popular girl in school. She is really enthusiastic, this year is going to be my year. I'm going to join the cheerleading squad. I'm going to be in the writing club. I'm going to be in this really cool hip volunteer group with all the popular girls. And, she makes it into the volunteer group. She goes on a ski trip, saves up all her money just so she can go on the ski trip with Tori Spelling and her childhood friend who's really cool, Tori Spelling's character. They begin picking on a goth girl, and she defends her, and then Tori Spelling's character is doesn't like her after that, but she wants to do anything to win her back. So one of her friends knows someone who's throwing a party, and she's like, oh yeah, let's go. Don't worry about the girls, if they like you or not, let's just do our own thing. She's like, oh my god, this time to get good with her again. I'll invite her to the party. So she calls the girl's mom, says she's from the group that they're a part of, the volunteer group, and that they're having a meeting and she wants to pick her up and surprise her. And Tori Spelling, she doesn't leave her name. She gets off the phone fast before her mom can get her name. She picks up the Tori Spelling character, and the character's it's you? I checked, there's no meeting. What is this about? She's like, oh, it's a surprise, you're going to this cool party. And she's like, okay, who's going to be there? She's like, oh, the cool crowd, the older crowd, because they're just sophomores. She's like, okay, how do you know? I was like, oh, my friend's friend invited me. She's like, so we're not even invited? I'm not going to do that. You're weird. And then the girl's like, no, I'm not weird. And I'm not weird. I really admire you. I really like you. I just want to be like you. Can I just be your friend? And Tori Spelling's character's freaked out and gets out the car, goes and knocks on random doors, hey, my friend's being weird. Can I just call my parents to get a ride? So they let her in the house. She calls her parents, but they're not home. So the guy that lives there drives her home. He drops her off, and after he drops her off, the girl had followed her home, and she so she has a knife in her car because her sister kind of cuts apples and eats snacks in the car, and she just runs up and stabs her. It's why can't you just let me be your friend? And then Tori Spelling's character goes to a neighbor's door, collapses, and her parents get home, and then she dies. And the detectives are trying to figure out what happened. By the way, this movie is so star-studded. We got the dad from Fresh Prince in here as the lead detective. We have Libby from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. We have Dr. Cox's wife from Scrubs as well as one of the popular girls. Very, very great 90s cast movie. And they're we're interviewing everyone in the group, volunteer group, because that's where her mom said she was going. And there's no actual evidence of anything. Some time goes by, a couple months go by. They go past the lie detector test, but there's little inconsistencies, and they revisit that. But it's because she said she was going to the volunteer party, but she really wasn't. She was going to an older person's party, and that's where the lie came out. So okay, I will believe you. But the cops are this is the only person that isn't really friends with her, that's in this group, that's low-key profile. She fits the profile of someone who would do this. There's no actual evidence, but they tell the girl that I kind of guilt her into it. Meanwhile, the girl's living her best life. The guy that she liked that wouldn't pay attention to her, who was with Tori Spelling, asked her out. All the people in the volunteer group vote her to be Tori Spelling's leadership role. Her life is going the way she wants to, but she's so stricken with guilt because it's a church going area that she finally just writes her parents a note, confesses, turns herself in. They want to give her second-degree murder, but the girls whose dad's family is no, we want to go for first degree, even though both degrees carry the same sentence of juvenile, you're in jail till you're 25. But it's just the principle of the fact. They go through this whole court trial, and even the judge is it doesn't matter, there's a point in taking this to trial. It's just for entertainment for the community. Either sentence, she's gonna get to be in jail till she's 25. Simple as that. It's second degree. It wasn't premeditated. So she goes away, and it's a true story apparently. So the actual girl gets off early for good behavior. So that was the 90s TV movie classic, Death of a Cheerleader. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube, Addiction of a Lifetime. And I'm your host, Adrena Kamo. Thank you.